on their journeys to know and love God, to live in love. That's what the Archdiocese of Omaha does every day, guiding, supporting, and celebrating. There are 147 parishes and missions in the Archdiocese, with more than 230,000 Catholics. Together, we are following the call of Jesus to be his disciples.
But there's a second part of that call. As he calls us to be with him and to enjoy the blessings of our faith, he also sends us out and invites us to share what we have received with others.
One way to share is by supporting the Archbishop's annual appeal. It helps fund hundreds of programs, making a difference in the lives of thousands. Every Catholic in each corner of the Archdiocese is impacted by these offices and programs. One of those programs targets college students.
We know very often what happens after young people graduate from high school. They leave the home and then they leave the faith.
So to keep the students engaged in their faith, the Archdiocese organizes special masses, Bible studies, and social events.
And I think for me, it's just made me feel personally more a part of the Catholic community, because people do a lot of exploring in college. And I think, unfortunately, you can go two ways in your exploring. You can go deeper or you can go away, and it's so much easier to go away.
The church is saying, here you belong, and here you stay, because it gives you life, and a joyful life.
Your contribution to the annual appeal also goes to the 73 schools throughout the Archdiocese. Catholic education ensures our faith is passed on from generation to generation.
Because it brings religion into all of the aspects of life, and you're not just teaching religion as a sort of separate, isolated component of your life, but you integrate it with all the experiences of students in school, integrate it with all the disciplines, all other activities.
The schools rely on the annual appeal funds to pay for emergency needs and for tuition assistance.
And we say that our Catholic Church is universal. Well, our Catholic school should be universal too, and we should be able to welcome any student into our building, regardless of their financial background.
Behold him who takes away the sins of the world.
Your generosity also provides support for our priests, active and retired.
Receive the gospel of Christ, whose herald you have become.
You are helping to prepare the next generation of leaders too, the men who are spending years studying to become a deacon or priest.
The future of our church, the life of our church, depends on the sacraments, particularly on the Holy Eucharist, and the gift of the Eucharist and the gift of the priesthood go together. So if we're going to provide spiritual nourishment for our families and for our parishes in the years to come, we're going to need good and holy priests to do that.
Brianne, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
Preparing couples for marriage is another important program that you make possible. The Marriage Prep Course is helping couples in every parish, strengthening their faith and their relationship.
As close as you think you are and stuff like that, and we've talked about everything, we've covered everything, we know everything, but there's things in there that you don't even think about, that don't register, don't process until they come up in the class.
The Archdiocese doesn't stop there. It offers help to married couples too, who are struggling.
I thought my marriage was going to end, and thank God we're still here. That's why we are working with other couples, because we want them to be like us, together.
At Catholic Charities, people in need are getting assistance in 9 locations around the Archdiocese. Your donation helps pay for programs like the one helping troubled kids, fighting mental illness and addiction.
We are one of a few programs available as a resource for those families to help those young people achieve their full potential. And we last year helped about 350 young people in that regard.
The efforts to minister to those in need have no boundaries, including prison visits.
And Jesus says when you visit those imprisoned, you're visiting Him. There are brothers and sisters too. In fact, in a very real way, they're in most need. So when we worship on Sunday, which is obviously an important part of the church, we also have to act outside of the church. When we're ending Mass, they say, go out and spread the good news.
And with so much good news to spread to so many people, the annual appeal allows all of us to share with others. To live in love. every prayer, every gift, making a difference.
I also think with gratitude about each individual person who has shared something from what God has given them, and the combination of all those decisions to be generous, to be faithful, it's kind of overwhelming.
Overwhelming and inspiring as we all respond to the call of Jesus. Archbishop Lucas is asking you to pray.
And then as a result of your prayer, give an expression of your faith to the extent that you're able. I trust that whatever it is that we're able to offer to the Lord, He will multiply those gifts. They will be pleasing to His Heavenly Father and to our Father, and they will also help carry out the mission that He has given us in the church.